gentlemen, and welcome to another fantastic weekend of Formula 1 racing here on the EGL Extreme Gaming League. I'm Tipsy Bob, and joining me on the mic is my trusty sidekick and my good friend, Dad Pants. Covering all the action today, we're going to be covering everywhere from Monaco, Singapore, Abu Dhabi, and Bahrain, all across the world, all across the country. We have a full grid lined up, some of the best talent around the world. We have plucked them from all corners of the earth to give you some of the greatest racing experience viewing footage you'll ever see in your lifetime. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the EGL. There we go, once and all the cars are all lining up on the grid. They're all getting ready. The drivers will be focusing on their first corner. Are they going to take it? What are they going to do? Is it going to go deep? Are they going to go? Who knows? Let's take it out. Away we go! DRS is still active, and if Timo wants to get this moved on, he's gonna need to use this DRS zone because I have a feeling. Oh no, Timo comes under the pressure in the traction zone. The first to mount up another overtake on 1v3 trademark. This is round 3. Timo cracks under the pressure once again.
And Timo are oh, it's not bad. Oh no! Oh my god, this so sorry, control myself. So Timo
I wouldn't be better penalty too, so they can stand at the back together again, just like Timo likes it.
How many times? Did you see how many times Timo tried to get into the pit?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tier 4 with me, Joel. Hopefully you can hear me, and I've not done a big mess up with the stream. But yeah, welcome. It's Monaco. It's round 7, and we are here in the hills of southern France, ready for what should be an exciting race. And joining me alongside is Mr. Shiv, new to commentary in SLR, but definitely not new to commentary on the F1 games, very experienced. How are you, sir?
I'm alright. How are you doing today?
I'm doing alright. I've had a bit of a busy day, but it goes that way sometimes. And yeah, I mean, this should be a good race. Monaco is always good in league racing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thanks, Terra. Yeah, I wouldn't have done that otherwise. Yeah, I would have stayed on that for the whole thing. So what we are going to be, I need to rescale the thing. Nice. I'm very prepared streamer, you know.
Thanks, Tara. Really appreciate it. So as you can see, the has of definitely bought, and I can't even pronounce. I can't even pronounce the last name.
Yeah, so it's probably we just call him. Well, I don't know what we call him, to be honest.
Just random keyboard smashing, I guess.
I think it's Gulkidi,
As
but
Chad
GK
said,
GK.
GK. Well, as Chad sets the time of 1 minute 10.4, XTP
On
sets the
medium.
time of 1. Yeah, on the medium tire. That's pretty impressive for Monaco. 110.6, 110. No, 111.0, 111.3, 111.9. You've got 112.0. We've got 112.2. So very, very close. You know, it's only 2 seconds apart in the field right now. 112.3. And, you know, the thing is with Monaco, especially with these Tier 4 drivers, they're driving extremely well, especially Chad in the AlphaTauri on the medium set of tires, you know, because those, like, especially since Monaco is a huge circuit, like, where braking is, like, really, really important. Definitely is impressive on the medium tires. As we have BIG, Bigi, Bigil
Bjeliuk.
UK. Oh,
Bjeliuk.
Bijeliuk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, there's some weird
Bijeliuk
names in
has
this tier.
retired. Yeah. It
Yeah,
is
I
odd.
don't know about Bij. I think he's just crashed out with a hairpin actually.
Oh
One person we're going to want to be watching is Danny.
Oh,
He's
yeah?
on his outlap. He's normally up there challenging for pole. So he's about to start his lap, so let's go on board with him when he starts it. He's currently on an outlap. But definitely Bot as well can challenge the top. But Chad is still in the lead by 2/10 on the mediums. So what in theory is a
Ooh,
tyre
he-
of 4/10 slower as Danny pulls into the pits.
Yeah, that's really odd. I
he's-
thought he was going to go for a lap.
Theoretically 6/10 ahead of the field at the moment. He's coming out on softs now, so we can see what he can do. If you guys, if you need any levels changing on the stream, let us know. The audio levels.
Yeah. Let us know if you can hear me and Joel. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
And Jammy in the Red Bull coming through the tunnel now into the chicane is 1/10 up on his time, so he'll be looking to improve. And he's just invalidated there on the exit of the chicane.
Oh, yeah.
That's
that
easy to
is-
do. You have to get such a good exit to get your run through to back, and yeah, it's understandable. It's easy to do. I've done that many times myself.
Yeah. Well, I haven't exactly invalidated, more so crashed into the wall on this circuit. Oh, but his tires must be worn. He must be going out for it with a new set of softs.
Oh, sorry, there's a butt in there, but SLR Max in his Ferrari is throwing his car through the corners, and he's eventually invalidated through the swimming pool section. But that looked to be a very fast final sector. And we know Shaka, he's a very experienced driver in the Alfa Romeo tonight, and we know that that he favours consistency more than one lap speed. So qualifying isn't really his thing, but he sure gets some good results, and he'll be a good one to watch for overtakes during the race.
Yeah, because consistency is everything. Obviously, qualifying is a big part of the whole F1 race, but if you keep it consistent, you know, you have drivers who will eventually fall, but then, you know, you're there. And I feel like it is quite important to constantly be making those times and whatnot. As Chakra goes, what does he go? He goes P5, a 111.6, and I think he does have some wing damages. He just tapped the first corner over there. Let me just check. I think he's got a yellow
Nothing
wing.
visible, but
yeah, I think it's like a light green wing.
Damage, yeah.
Yeah, maybe,
And,
yeah, because
there seems to be a bug at the bottom of my screen. The fastest lap is just stuck on, so just ignore that. That was done quite a few minutes ago by Chad. As I say that now, Crystals goes fastest with a 9.7.
You know,
which is about the pace you'd expect the top 5 to be in at the moment. But Chad is coming on his second lap on the softs now, 3/10 up. Only 3/10 coming through the second sector split is doesn't look to be the best lap from him at the moment.
Yeah, but 3/10 is still 3/10. You know,
Yeah.
you can't exactly complain about it. Like,
I
what
mean,
really
considering he did his first lap on the
medium tire?
On the mediums, yeah. So he's only improved by 1.5 tenths.
Yeah, I feel like if he got the correct lap, you know, it could be very beneficial to Chad. But the thing is, what really impressed me was that he remained in P2, well, at least until he did his soft stint on the mediums, you know, which is a pretty hard time, especially around Monaco, where you want as much speed as possible. Because if you even move a centimeter, then it's gone. As I think we should go on board with Jammy. He's on his out lap at the moment in the Red Bull on the soft compound tire. Definitely would be an interesting one to watch. Who are your drivers to watch this race?
Oh, I mean, Tier 4 is so close, especially with Monaco. You're going to get different drivers shining out from the ones that have so far in the season. So, going on what I've seen so far, I think definitely Bot, Chad, and Danny will be up there. But there's some others that can poke their nose in if they really get it right.
Oh yeah, definitely. Monaco is a circuit where a lot of people make mistakes because it's such a closed-tided circuit, especially into Saint-Devois, whatnot. As Jeff says, a lot of people have done a lot of heroics into Saint-Devois. But it'll be very interesting to see because everyone's keeping it respectful. Obviously, this is my first race, so pretty much, it'll be very interesting to see how you guys, are going to race. But I'm going to see, it's clean race and whatnot. As you have Jammy, just blocked by Bot over there in the Haas. If you saw that.
Yeah, it's very difficult to get out of the way in Monaco, especially if you realise too late.
Yeah, definitely. It could end up rear-ending into a car, and that's most likely jammed his lap a little bit. But he has gone into. I made a pun. Didn't even realize it in the end of it. But as Jammy does go P3 on the soft compound, a 1:10.6. That's quite good. And if he didn't get blocked by a ball, it could have been maybe a tenth or two up. But we'll have to see. Crystals is pretty comfortable with his 109, and he's going for another lap to further extend his advantage at the moment. As we can see,
I've just brought up the standings on stream just to familiarise yourself with those, as people are just in the pits getting ready to start their final laps. And it is definitely Bot in the lead with 102 points. The consistency has been there for him, but also the speed, which means he's up there. And of course the McLaren, not the McLaren, what am I on about? The Renault of Ace Boy is P2 with 91 points, so an 11-point gap at the top of the standings. P3 is a bit further down, Bebix. Now, Bebix is a fast driver. He doesn't look to be here tonight, so that's going to hurt him in the championship. Those are the standings if you're interested.
Well, looks like definitely Bot and Crystals, are looking very feisty in the standings. Crystals could take this win and jump him up a couple of places. As I say that, it looks like he's invalidated his lap at the moment. Or has he? Yes, he has. He has invalidated his lap. Most likely it was the chicane coming out of the tunnel. That is a shame, but his lap was looking to be very, very good, especially with 109 is very speedy here around Monaco. The only people who haven't made a lap is Lagaf, who's coming on with the medium tires. He is going to go through the final corners right now and is pitting. He's not very happy with his lap.
Well, he's invalidated there, and I think sort of the right call. I think the soft medium is a very easy strategy here, and obviously, of course, everyone knows track position in Monaco is absolutely crucial.
Yeah.
So to start on the softs and get a better quali position is probably favourable than getting mediums, because it's not like you're going to make one less stop starting on medium.
Yeah, the thing is with Monaco though, like track position is so vital. You see most of the overtaking in the pits,
Yeah.
As opposed to like wheel to wheel racing, unless someone's like really brave. SLR Max getting a little bit of a spin on the final corner actually doesn't even go out for his for his like first lap. He just doesn't go out. Like he just comes back into the pits. It's a very interesting I guess thing from him.
I'm
Very
just
interesting
watching
strategy.
watching Chad here, coming through the chicane on his hot lap, looking to get that pole position. He's going to need around 5/10 to do that as Crystals comes out again, but he's 5/10 up already, so we could see a pole position here if he doesn't get blocked, which I think he was okay there. Just the Williams of Danny getting out the way, and this is Chad then across the line. What's his time going to be? Oh, and he's missed out. He's missed out by 1,000th of a second. And I don't think he will get another lap in.
You know what? You know what? I'm going to bet. As soon as Crystal makes a mistake, Chad is going to be there to swoop into position. He's got himself a very, very good window right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to overtake at Monaco, but of course if your rivals make mistakes, it makes it a lot easier. As Danny improves up to P5, and T.Ez is also on a lap 1/10 up. But it'll be interesting to watch Crystals when he crosses the line.
Oh yes, definitely. He's on his outlap at the moment, and he has pitted again.
He's pit, so yeah, that's interesting. But no, oh, the McLaren of T.Ez has just span it, and that's a hefty collision in the swimming pool. He's going to have to get out the way of the Alpha Tauri behind him. Thankfully, he's ghosted, but that's not what you want to be doing when you're 2/10 up on your final lap. I don't think he will get out for another lap. I think it's done now.
No, I think his mechanics have a hell of a job to do, and especially since the other car is coming out. That's not going to be possible. A 110.9 and P7 for the McLaren. That's going to be interesting.
And Jamie has just started his third and final lap. It is possible to get 4 laps in here if you're quick out of the pits at the beginning of the session, but
oh yeah,
it's not the easiest thing to do.
If you remember Romain Grosjean's thing at Monaco, he didn't even have time for another lap. I'm not too sure where he qualified, but yeah, you know what? The main thing is here with Monaco is strategies. You could have an endurance kind of thing at Monaco, the fact that you could go on to like the medium or hard tires at the beginning, and then overtake in the pits. But you also realize that if you pit onto the soft tires, then you know, like at the end, you're not going to be able to overtake, or you could, but technically Monaco's a track where you can't exactly overtake. So it'll be very interesting to see. Everyone's starting on the soft compound of tires at the moment. And we see we're on board with Jamie for his third and final lap. What's it going to be? Crosses the line right now. It's a 110, only 7,000ths of a millisecond faster. That's not going to be great for him, but he does go P3, very respectable P3. It's a Ferrari, Haas, Red Bull, Renault, Williams, Haas, McLaren, Renault, Williams, Alfa Romeo, Red Bull, McLaren, Haas, Racing Point, Mercedes, Ferrari, Mercedes. I was only planning to say the first 3, but I was like, you know what? Let's just go. Let's just do all of it. Session has come to a close, and I'm going to assume that all of the cars are.
It hasn't come to a close yet, actually, because there's a bug where the spectator timer is 1 minute faster than the actual timer. So there's 1 minute left in the session. So that's why you see people still on outlaps.
Oh yeah. You know.
So there's a big queue going into the third sector.
A little bit of a traffic jam. World's most expensive traffic jam. A check.
Oh, who's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Alfa
Shaka,
Romeo.
isn't it? Not. Yeah, I think he might have been just getting out of the way, actually.
Does he have any wing damage? That's a big question.
Yes, right end plate. So you come into the pits, and I think that will be his session done.
shame.
Nico is about to finish a lap, the second Red Bull. See if he can be up there with his teammate, and every time I say things like that, they pit. How about Danny then? He's got the McLaren of Tilde right in front of him, who has actually finished. So hopefully the AI will get out of the way for him.
AI always knows what to do, most of the time. I think we see
Oh no, Danny's got right end plate damage as well, so that will explain why he's down on his time.
Yeah.
And I think that's it, that's everyone, so I think this will be your grid. Unless Danny can do something absolutely outrageous in the final sector with the damaged wing, I think this will be the grid. And he comes in.
Oh, Williams. Oh, Williams are definitely not becoming last place. Please say that so they come 1 and 2. Claire Williams, please do something right. Sincerely, a dying Williams fan. What team do you support? I support Williams. Really? Wow. Yeah, honest, I get a lot of flack. I think it's everyone done. SLR Max hasn't done anything. He must just be busy. Let's be a quick secondo. But yeah, I don't know why he hasn't done anything. It's really odd. But regardless, you know, probably has something up his sleeve. Maybe the Ferrari mechanics have actually gotten their stuff together and have gotten a decent engine.
P1 and P18 for Ferrari. That's about right.
Yeah, I'd say that's correct. But which drivers? You know, if you say Vettel and
Leclerc's P1, obviously.
Oh, you don't know. You just upsetted like the entire population of Germany as Pierre Gasly and Lance Stroll joined the session. You know what? I'm not
Hello,
arguing.
lads. Hello. You come to join
Daddy's
us.
cat. Honestly, you want me to be completely honest? I think Lance is a brilliant driver. I think he's a very talented driver. To be honest.
Astro saying the Merc boys didn't get an OP setup. That's the reason they're struggling. Indeed.
111 wings.
Well, if you don't know, Astro is the setup master. He can't drive very well. He just gets setups to help him drive better than he can. Sorry, Astro, but it had to be said. 111 wings. That's if you load Astro's TT setups. It's very common to see 111 wings.
Hey, just a second. I gotta close the door. But yeah.
Sorry, Astro. So Crystal's on pole length by 8 thousandths of a second to Chad, who just sort of lost it in the final sector on his lap. Now, I don't want to leave the session. Jammy for Red Bull in P3, and the standings have gone too quick because I was too slow to speak. So that's the grid. I hope you saw it.
Yep.
And, I think we've got a video now. It will be the top 5 moments from last week on the EGL channel in SLR. So we'll see you after that when the drivers are ready.
Sounds wonderful. See you then.
He has the inside and in the back with them. Shaka as well. Shaka goes on the inside. Is this? Oh,
they're going free white. Nico picks a penalty as we speak.
I think what I saw there, I feel like Zarago might have turned into him and pushed him off.
The penalties. Poppy's going to come across the line and Icewind is going to get that. He's going to be P3. My timing tower is bugged. It shows Gary as having done 1.
This is where he go. Phoenix, I assume, is going to bolt away. Nikolai? Yeah. Might see a penalty and there is a penalty.
I think he don't want to get
He leaves the place to Danny as well, and that Ferrari is going to go around the outside.
Danny Boots, yeah, he can carry it,
I feel like I don't need you.
Off, and away they go. It's Motocross with a good start to the inside. It's just Vinny, also a very good start with the McLaren. But behind him it's John. John's being squeezed by Motocross and Vinny on the inside. He's looking for a way past, but looks to try and create some space for Sunbest. There's some slight contact between Motocross and Vinny. Oh, the two forcing this makes contact as well. Turn is at 3, 4. There's a lot of racing going on. He's out of the place. There's a lot of contact in the midfield, and there's Bossing Diesel. And is that Jaguar?
I need to know your feeling. If you crush on me, you need to know my story. But don't get too close to me, cause I need my fantasy. You give me something that I can't give you here. Tell me what you're thinking, I need to know your feeling. If you crush on me, you need to know my story. But don't get too close to me, cause I need my fantasy.
We're back on.
My sandwich.
Well, take one last bite of your sandwich, indeed. We're back, and indeed it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Monaco Grand Prix. As the drivers are lining up at the exact correct time. We've got that perfectly timed, haven't we? He's probably still eating his sandwich, yeah. How's the sandwich?
Good.
Oh yeah, might help that I switched the scene as well. Thanks, Prey. I need reminding. I'm a noob streamer. If you haven't noticed.
It's a wonderful chicken sandwich. I thought we were muted. I was like, I need to take one last bite.
Yeah.
All right, we got the whole grid lining up.
They rev their engines, and it's time for the Monaco Grand Prix. A special event, and Chad will lead the field away from pole. The lights are out, and the cars are go, and Crystal's leads, Chad right behind him, looking to get the jump, but he can't quite get it. Jamie is going to try on the inside of turn 1, and he looks like he gets that move done. Further down the field, there's yellow flags, and there's a collision, and there's a virtual safety car. That was GK, was it not?
Yeah, definitely
bot. So the standings are a bit bugged.
And Crystals also has hit the side of the wall. And he's dropping positions like crazy at the moment.
But Jamie has taken the lead. So, starting P3, he's now in the lead of the race. And, well, what a start from the Red Bull driver.
Oh, definitely. Chad is under fueled at the moment, and this virtual safety car has got Crystals and the Haas of definitely bought, you know. They've just got.
Oh, Jamie's got a penalty already.
3-second penalty, multiple warnings, must have been corner cutting or contact and whatnot. As
we're back underway. Jamie up 2 positions, but Max from the back of the grid up 7 positions. There's some fighting in the midfield.
Well, he does have the freshest tires. He didn't actually qualify, as he does tangle with the Alfa Romeo of Shaka, the mediums versus the softs. He is trying not to lose his car, going on the throttle a bit too early, as GK
guys are in the pits.
The Haas, and has probably the tire strategy of the mediums has been completely ruined. Flilo is in the pits, XDP is in the pits, ZSR Noel is in the pits, definitely Bot is like literally from 15th downwards, everyone is in the pits at the moment. You know, they're pitting onto the hard tires, they're pitting onto the medium tires, they're pitting onto the hard tires. So it's already been their mandatory pit stop done, as definitely Bot gets a hugely delayed pit stop because the halves were just double stacking at the moment, or either that. Yeah, no, they were double stacking. I was gonna say penalty, but it was my bad. We're looking at Jamie at the moment, followed by Chad, followed by Crystals, followed by Ace Boy, followed by Danny. Now Crystals, I believe it does have front wing damage, but is still staying out at the moment in P3. So it was Crystals qualified on pole position and has already lost 2 places already. That is very, very unfortunate. But as is racing, you know, Monaco is the crown jewel. So you always have to, you know, compromise. If Crystals can get on the podium today, it'll be a tremendous achievement from him. But the only thing I am worried about is his his first pit stop, I guess. You know, they'll have to change the wing because he has suffered, I'm going to assume, a yellow wing. So, yeah, you know, I guess we'll see what happens.
And Danny's trying on T.S in the McLaren, and yeah, he tried to go down the inside there at Mirabeau.
A yellow flag. Who's gone off?
Tild has gone.
Yeah, Tilda's gone. Wasn't he just in the pits just before this?
I think he was, and that's his right part of his wing gone, as we see debris down into the hairpin.
So he
But,
was on the
there-
soft.
Yeah,
Pit
there's-
for the mediums. Yeah.
There seems to be two groups kind of forming here. You got the front runners, and Ace Boy's kind of in it, if he can catch up. And then you seem to have a group of the McLaren and 2 Williams, and then you've got the midfield back. So there's a big gap between Leglaf and Sanix, and of course Sanix will be looking to close that. Leglaf, sorry. Max with a penalty already, but a good start from him. He's up to 12th, starting last, although he has just lost the position to Bjeliuk because of right front wing damage in the pits. I think we're going to see a lot of pitting because of wing damage this race.
Oh yeah, Nico's in the pits, SLR is in the pits, and Tide is in the pits as well. We have a lot of people in the pits, and we haven't even gone...
Oh, sorry, but Danny's still trying on the McLaren, trying to go around the outside of Mirabeau this time. And, oh my word, that is not what you want to do when it's the early stage of the race. Just, I know there's a big gap. There's a big gap ahead of T.Ez. He wants to get past, he has the pace. But you just got to pick your moments at Monaco. And around the outside of Mirabeau is a very risky place. He's going to try it here, is he? He's just going to stay back for now.
I mean, things with Monaco, as you mentioned, the pick and choose moments. You've got to find that ideal corner to overtake. He is trying, which is admirable. Like it's very good, very skillful. But the only thing is that he has to get really close for him in order to do that. Because it's not like other tracks where you can kind of outbrake them. Because if you outbrake in Monaco, I guess you're kind of in the wall. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's a very difficult overtaker. But if you look at the front runners at the moment, we have Jamie and Chad and Crystals. They've pretty much got a race of their own. We have the first blue flag of the session, being Noel.
Well, it is it?
Yeah, the blue Noel's on a blue flag, as you can see if you're on board with him. You can see the
Oh yeah,
blue
and
light.
Kebab. Well, Kebab was the first. He's behind him still, but there's probably 2 pit stops here. We're going to cost you the race. And who's that? It's SLR Max, who's binned it on the exit of Raskas. And that's going to have to be another wing change for him. He missed the pits on that occasion, so he's going to have to do a whole other lap with wing damage, although it doesn't look like he has any damage right now, but that's not going to be good for him. Those guys who have made 2 pit stops already are certainly out of this race, even if there's a safety car, because you can't unlap yourself now. That's basically the race over for you.
Yeah, indeed they are. They're just kind of there to finish the race and I guess get home, unless one of the guys in the front makes a mistake, you know. The thing is with Monaco...
Oh, sorry, Shaka just tried to dive bomb Leglaf there. He locked us up and has to take the escape road through the swimming pool chicane.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Monaco is such an interesting... Oh, as the Renault!
I'm just gonna keep interrupting you here, aren't I?
Fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. The Renault's gone off as well. Let's look for damage on the wing. And yep, front right. Ooh, actually, no, that's not.
It doesn't look like it to me, no.
Yeah, must have gone off, but I'm going to assume he's going to pit. No, I guess he's staying out.
If you finish the race here, you're most likely going to be in the points. Or if you keep it clean without any damage. That's the way it's going at the moment.
Like, the thing is, I feel kind of, like, it is the absolute carnage out here, because, like, the thing is, you have a lot of the people at the back who have done 2 pit stops and gone from, like, mediums, right? Which, like, obviously, like, is a great tire if you're going to go longer. But they've gone from the mediums to hards and then pitted again, you know, which I feel absolutely terrible for them.
Yeah.
But it is Monaco. Monaco is the circuit that defines a lot of people. If you can win at Monaco, if you can be one of the legends, you know, I guess the kings of Monaco.
Oh,
then...
sorry, but Bjeliuk is going to go around the outside of Raskas on the mediums. And looking to hook this position. I know Shaka's a very respectful driver. He'll give him the space. And he gets the DRS as well. So that's a brilliant move from Bjeliuk. Down the outside of Raskas at this stage in the race. So Danny is still bombarding the rear end of that McLaren.
Oh, yeah. Like, it is like the thing. Like, Ace, like, Danny, if he pulls it off right, could get Ace Boy and T in the McLaren, but we'll have to wait to see. You know, there can be these Monaco miracles, as you say. But if you can see, look at the back of the field, we have people from, I guess, oh my god, the Ferrari of SLR Max just went out of the race. I think it was tapped from.
Oh yeah.
Definitely bought.
He's gonna have to get a move on because the race leaders are coming. So yeah, that's it. Reverse out of the way.
He's ghosted. He's
stay there for a minute. Yeah, there you go. Now go.
Yeah.
And you've missed the pit lane as well, so a whole lap with no wing is going to be awful.
That's a full course safety car. Full course safety
car.
Full
course. And it's just as Sanix gets past T.S, but T.S in the McLaren is going to get straight into the pit lane. Perfect timing for the McLaren.
And
onto the hards. Now that's
tires,
interesting. Yeah. He's getting a wing change as well. But I say mediums can go to the end from here. But obviously it's personal to the drivers. If they think they've got bad tyre wear, then they'll go for the hards. But I think mediums can get to the end. It'll be interesting to see if the hard and medium runners pit now.
Indeed they do, because here's the thing. McLaren has kept it clean. The majority of the people are going to be pitting on the mediums, right? You want a tire that you can push on, right? Because I know the hards aren't the fastest tire, but they're the most durable of the tires. And if you can push on those hards, not have a, bueno, my tires are gone situation, and you could definitely see yourself within the top 5. I think the hards are definitely the right call for T, as SR Max has retired out of the session.
Yeah, not surprising considering his state in the race. And Jammy and, well, all of the top 4 come in as they were on the softs, and Jammy gets that wing change, so that's going to put him behind Crystals, in fact. So that is going to be
where we started.
Oh, there's a bit of... Oh, I thought that was one of the Verstappen Bottas moments there, but obviously it ghosts. Yeah.
One of the Renaults had completely stopped, and that's... Oh. That's the safety car. Sorry.
Yeah. I did that the other day when I was racing. I was like, who's the Renault in the lead? Oh, no, wait, it's the safety car. So Jammy has lost the lead. Crystals now takes the lead, not even Chad. So I assume Chad must have had wing damage for Crystals.
Yeah. But, you know, I think it's back where we started, essentially, except we have Jammy and Chad swapped.
Yeah. So after a poor start, he's back in the lead.
Yeah. Monaco mirror.
Danny is going on to the medium, so he's faithful that those tyres can hold up to the end of the race, I presume. It would be a bit silly to do a 2-stop from here.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though, about the mediums. On the one hand, you can say that if you go into the hard, you'll endure. But on the other hand, Monaco is a circuit where you can very easily get wing damage and very easily have another safety car.
Yeah.
So, could go from the mediums to the softs. Mediums you can last till the end of the race, and if you pit on for the soft, you know, that's an instant, like, I wouldn't say overtaking, because you can't really overtake, but you'll have a lot fresher tires than everyone. So, could be interesting, you know, kind of thing. It's always right place, right time, kind of thing. I don't know how many laps the safety car is going to be in for.
I think it should be in at the end of the lap that we're starting now.
Oh yeah. And you know what the things for the safety car, it could give the individuals at the back a helpful hand to catch up to. Not by a lot, but definitely could.
Well, I tell you what, Kebab, who was lapped, has done something very clever here. Well, he stayed out. He's not pitted at the same time. He's stayed out, and so he gets to unlap himself by the leaders pitting. So I assume he'll pit around now. So unless the safety car's in his lap, but I mean, he's done a very good job there. That's very smart play from Kebab, trying to get himself unlapped, not pitting on the same lap, so he can gain those 20 seconds.
Oh! He just ran into
Did he try to go into the pit lane? Well, that's made his mind up whether he wanted to pit or not.
What?
Just saying now. Well, I think I mean, he's still going to come out in the same place, so it's not such a big deal, but of course, it does hurt your confidence.
Yeah, it does. That is the most important thing in like these races. It's the confidence, because if you're not really confident, you're just kind of there and you don't really feel motivated and whatnot. Especially on the track like Monaco, where you get lapped or even double lapped on some occasions. You know, it's very demotivating.
Yeah,
when
well,
that
I'll
happens.
tell you what, my first ever league race was at Monaco. So, I finished P8, but only because 8 people finished.
Oh boy. Like, it's like saying, I finished third. Yeah, there were only 3 people. Aww. Yeah.
Oh, who's that? It's Johnny's pitting!
See.
Again, from P2, he must have damage, otherwise he wouldn't pit, and he's getting his wing changed. He's going to come out second last. So that's a costly mistake from him. Maybe he ran into the back somewhere. It's easy to do under safety car if you're not looking ahead of you. But
Yeah. Ooh,
and who else is that? That's Noel. I suppose
Noel.
Noel doesn't really have anything to lose because he's not going to lose a position by pitting. Although he could have gained it from Jammy, but obviously he wasn't to know. Now, the graphic has come up for the pit window for mediums is open, so I think it's a good call for the medium runners. But well, the safety car has stayed out one more lap. And
you have Ferrari leading a race. Don't really hear that every day. I'm so
Vettel has
sorry.
retired.
Has he
I'll
now?
stop with the Vettel jokes.
You know, it'd be ironic if the Ferrari spins. That would be top class at that point.
You know what Jammy's done there? He's done the Joel, and people will back me up on this. He looks behind him under safety car because he doesn't want the guy behind him to hit him. So he goes and hits the person ahead of him instead. Gets a 5-second penalty and wing damage, and when he was P2, he comes out last. So that's especially at Monaco.
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car is in this lap.
So going to be interesting on the restart here.
Oh, yeah.
I think Kebab should be able to catch up. He's pushing.
Yeah. Field looks a lot more. Catched up.
He'll catch up easily. And,
oh yeah.
Crystals. Let's see when he's going to go. Well, he didn't get the best of exits. Neither did Chad, so he'll be safe for now. But he's going to go straight away, and that's someone in the pits. XTXP pitting the lap the safety car is in. Now there's already a massive gap, so I assume some brake checking has been going on further down the field. But look at the gaps already, and Chad right on the back of Crystals, pressurising him. And who's that? That is T.Ez spinning damage straight after the safety car.
No.
Thankfully he's ghosting, otherwise that would have been a massive collision.
What a shame. It would have been like the 2019 Monaco Grand Prix, and where like I think it was the Williams of Robert Kubica that spun, or it was either that or George Russell. Yeah. Oh boy, you can see the leaders are kind of in the clear, especially Crystals with the free air. Gets the best advantage. Although
Kebab up to P15 already, so benefiting from others' misfortune. That's the way to go around Monaco.
Oh yeah. The most overtaking is in the pits, as you can see. I would suggest looking at the traffic from GK all the way to Kebab. They're like within, I would say, like a second of each other. All of them. You know, as soon as DRS gets activated, as GK does try to go for the move on Leg, but Leg does end up hitting for a new wing and the medium tires.
Danny showing his pace again, all over the back. There's Bijeliuk in the Mercedes. He's going to try and dive down the side of the inside of Mirabeau. That's the bold move. And Bijeliuk thankfully gives that up. If he stuck his nose in there, that would have been a collision.
Yeah. Honestly, that's very clean, and if you are able to pull moves like that, you should definitely go up a tier. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Danny does have the pace, but he often makes mistakes. We just select our tiers based on the competence of drivers, really, and the performances. I'm sure he'll be able to move up if he keeps performing like this, for sure. As we were saying, Kebab right on the back of definitely Bot. Just dropped back a bit there with a little bit of a mistake. But he'll sure gain that time back up. And that's Philip Titus going slow. I think he has damage, yeah, left front end plate. As DRS is now enabled, but he's going to have to pit. And that will surely ruin his race for him. As Danny picks up 3 seconds, that should be crucial in this race if he wants to go for the win.
Because the thing is with Monaco, I think it's like nearly every driver has a penalty at the moment. We have every single driver, I guess minus the front runners, have penalties at the moment.
Yeah, well Chad's just got one. And, I suppose it's expected really, because there are so few corners you can gain time, and you really have to push the limits on them.
Yeah.
The ones with track limits that can be penalised are the ones where you can gain time, rightly so. And Danny's going to go down the inside of Ace Boy now, already challenging for P4 after overtaking Brzeliuk, and he gets that move done. Very clean again from the Williams, and he'll be looking to pursue Chad whilst he's on fresh mediums.
Yeah, the thing is with his tires though, if he does keep pushing, obviously he does have...
Oh, sorry, but GK spat it, and that's damage on the in the chicane. Yeah.
That's right.
So theoretically, there should be less collisions as we go up the tiers. And
Yellow flag, sector 2. I think that's one of the Williams.
Someone else. It's Phoenix. He's just pit for damage, and he's got more. I mean, I'm sorry, but if this is what happens, I think Max could have won if he stayed in the race.
Definitely. If we could have
and
kept
Johnny's
it clean.
pitting again. Why don't you just stay out if the damage is not too bad? That's what I do.
Yeah, but
I
Monaco,
suppose if it's like red damage, then you need to pit.
Yeah, like Monaco, you're gonna want every single second, kind of thing.
Yeah, but I mean, track position is so key. But yeah, Sanix retires. He knows he's out of this race.
That's very unfortunate. So the Dragon Jakarto says Williams. Yeah. Oh, come on. This is what I would love to see. If this happened, I will scream with joy.
Well, if this was a real F1 race, Williams could win.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, who gets the fastest lap?
Danny.
Danny with the fastest lap.
So he's closing, and someone else is closing as Nico, but he's not going to make a move this time. So Brzeliuk, after losing the place to Danny, who's now gone on to take P3, is now being pressurised by the Red Bull in P6. He's saving battery up the hill and through Casino Square, rightly so, but he's going to deploy it now, just so he doesn't get overtaken through the tunnel. But I think Nico is going to be in prime position with 3 laps fresher tyre. Bearing in mind, Brzeliuk still has to pit. He's been on those tyres since the start.
Indeed, he has. I think ooh, Nico does run a little bit into Brzeliuk at the moment.
Oh my! Whoa! Brzeliuk! Did you see that? Just weaving.
What
He nearly lost it, but I think that's a bit of lag actually, because he just lagged
who have
back
lost
ahead.
It, there is a yellow
Chad,
flag.
it's Chad.
Chad's lost the position.
I think he's had a collision and he's got damage and he's lost P2, so that promotes Danny up to P2 now. Takes Chad's position. Surely he can go for the win if he keeps pushing like this.
If he keeps it consistent, then Danny could go for the win. But Crystals doesn't look like he's made any mistakes. No penalties, no nothing.
But I think Danny has the raw pace. And I think, obviously catching up is one thing, and obviously passing on, especially around Monaco, is a completely different thing. But if he's got, whilst his tyres are still fresh, if he can get ahead, and when his tyres are gone, he can defend, because it's very easy to defend your position around Monaco. So if he can get ahead as soon as possible, he's in with a chance, depending on whether Crystals has penalties or not, because I know he has 3 seconds.
There was a 3-second penalty. Now there's a gap. Now there's a 2-second gap. So, oh, Danny gets spun around. Oh no!
Oh!
He just tapped the corner, leading into the chicane, and he just is gone.
So much drama here at Monaco, and yeah, it doesn't look like he has damage, but we'll see when he comes round the pit lane.
What is he gonna do? He might have a puncture actually. That could be, or a lot of wear to one of the rear tires. That would be.
Oh, Nico! No, don't do that, Nico. That's the way to get yourself out the race, diving up down the inside of the final corner. Don't do that, and you've lost a lot of time there. But he tried to drive it up the inside of Raskas, and then he tried to send one on Anthony Nose, and Elliott wasn't having any of it. And yeah, it looks like he's got damage. He's understeering into the wall. Well, he definitely does now.
Oh, what a hectic race for everyone. You know, the thing is, the people at the back, or I guess, like, in either in the front or like the way the back, you know, would get the best race out of it. You know, because if they just swerve out of like other people's misfortunes, then it'll like inherit them positions. Like you could see Shaka is in P6 tied, or
Shaka in P6, yeah, but he start like 11th or something.
Yeah, he spun. You have people who spun.
Definitely bot on the inside of McLaren. Tild, there's no space there. And, thankfully he backs out, but Tild got an absolutely horrendous line out of that that chicane, and well, that's an easy position for definitely bot. He sort of forced him into the mistake there.
Definitely. We can see, you know, Danny did have a 7-second gap. You know, Danny did have a yeah, but it's going down very, very, very yeah.
Quickly.
very, very fast, yeah. Also, guys in the chat, I am a new commentator. Not new to commentating, well, sort of relatively new, but I am just a new commentator within the SLR league. So, you know, I hope you enjoy my voice. Thank you for the compliments, JC. Really appreciate that. But yeah, as you can see, you know, we've got a little bit of a traffic jam through the world's tightest corner, but two of the people are ghosted, so
yeah, and that's just definitely bot who's actually disconnected. He's trying to get back in.
Definitely bot is a bot, wouldn't you know?
Definitely not bot. Yeah, you can see by that driving, horrendous AI.
Yeah.
Who's this? It's a McLaren? No, it's not. It's a Renault, not a McLaren. It's XTXP, and I think he's just letting people through. He seems to have damage. Looks a bit like that incident with Ricardo and Hulkenberg at Bahrain last season. Looks like someone's just run over the front of his wing, and his end plate is just like squashed into his wing.
Yeah, that is one of the things though, like with Monaco, you have to keep your wing intact. You have people in the race, you know, who have literally just had 5 or 6 pit stops, you know, kind of thing. You've had a medium strategy, it's gone to waste. Honestly, starting on the soft, whatever position you are in Monaco is going to be beneficial, because there's at least going to be one crash.
A full safety car!
Yeah, definitely bot retires.
Now, I tell you what that is. That is him rejoining and being put back into the car in an awkward situation, I'm pretty sure, that he couldn't control. So, mid-corner or something. I'm pretty sure that's what happened, because I don't think the AI crashed on its own.
You know what? Crystals has done a really smart move. He's actually pitted for the fresher medium tires. So you have Danny at pole position, and then you have Crystals in P2, Nico in P3, Chakra in P4, Ace Boy in P5, Belejuk in P6. That is a full force safety car, ladies and gentlemen. And
sorry, GK has been disqualified for ignoring yellow flags. He probably, I don't know what he did. Did he overtake someone, not give the position back, or did he overtake or not overtake the safety car or something? I'm not sure.
Not sure, but stuff like that happens.
Right, now which one's the safety car? Because there's 3 yellow dots on the map.
Whatever it is.
Oh, there he is. There's
Furthest
definitely
left.
Bot.
Yeah.
I tell you where he is. He's by the entrance of Portier.
Oh boy, that is an awkward position
Just
to
parked
get.
up.
It's the world's most expensive parking lot.
Yes.
That's what it is. On the one, yeah. Now, say, who do you think is going to win, chat? I'm gonna ask you this question. Place your bets now, and if you're right, I will send you a picture of my face. Yeah.
Picture of your face. Yes.
Send you a
We'd all
picture of
like.
my
Danny
face.
is pitting now. So is Nico.
So what are they
Danny's
pitting
thought
for?
better of it, unless he was already past the pit lane and the safety car was out. But yeah, no, Crystals was ahead of him, wasn't he? So that wouldn't have.
Yeah, Crystal's also pitted for fresher medium tires as well, which I commented upon earlier. Chakra in P2.
I
Only
think
problem.
if he can get to the end, he's going to be golden for this race.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Honestly?
difficult for the guys behind him to overtake.
Yeah. Only thing is, his tires are kind of worn. He's got, what, like 17 laps left on the medium. He's gonna have to pit at some stage.
Yeah. I wouldn't put it past Shaka. We know he's very good at his tyre saving.
Yeah.
He's done a soft medium strategy in Bahrain before, so we definitely know he can go the distance with his tyres. And yeah, Danny.
That is true.
Danny down in P9 now, as Torres points out. He's got a lot of work to do to get back up, but we know his pace and his race etiquette, really. Brilliant at overtaking, as we've seen so far. It's not out of reach, the win, but it's definitely made a whole lot more difficult. But Shad there is spinning under the safety car. That's not what we want to do, sir, and I think he's had a collision there with Kebab. But
oh boy.
He's just lost like the 5 positions he regained after pitting for that damage.
Jeez. Well, you know, he can't pit, it is safety car. The thing is though, Shaka is an interesting case, right? He can make the tires work, as you mentioned. I wasn't actually there for the Bahrain race. JC says it's not very a Chad. I think we've got a couple laps left off the safety car, and it is very easy to defend your position here at Monaco. Yeah. When did he pit for the medium? Oh, 15 laps ago. Yeah. Oh no.
Well, knowing Shaka, if he needed to pit again, he would have pit. So I'm guessing he's confident he can get to the end. Otherwise, well, with like 16 laps to go, he surely would have pit if he needed to.
Yeah.
He's not one to take a chance on his 3rd safety car.
Damn, it's already been 3? It's only been 23 laps. This whole race is gonna be a top 5 moment.
Top 5 moments last an hour and a half. Well, that's just for the top moment.
Honestly,
there's gonna be too many for me to trawl through at Monaco.
But definitely we'll have some good commentary with yourself and myself.
Yes.
So indeed, it is. Now you've got just a couple laps of the safety car, so around lap 25 it should be.
In this lap?
Oh, in this lap, okay. So we've got what? 16 laps left?
Laps, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, alright. Cool. So let's go on board with Crystals at the moment, as the safety car is in, and it gets a wonderful exit out of it very, very fast. And
he's already got a good gap.
Already a 2nd gap on Shaka on the worn tires. Now P2 puts him in a very awkward position.
Oh, Bridge Elliott tried to dive down the inside of Noel there. And
you know, Formula 1 is all about patience. Patience is the name of the game here.
Patience Danny does not have. He tries to go down the inside of Mirabeau and he taps the inside wall with his tyre. Thankfully no damage, it doesn't look like. But he's definitely lost time. and the opportunity to overtake him into this chicane following up. Ace Boy looking on the back of Shaka. It's going to be a tasty fight. We know Shaka's good at defending, and Ace Boy is a very aggressive driver, very clean as well though. And look at that, Crystal's a 2.5 second gap. He seems to be walking away with this race right now.
I mean, the thing this Crystal was very smart.
Oh no! Sorry, but they're just going side by side through the swimming pool. No contact, but that was very sketchy. Very sketchy. You do not want to go for a move on the inside of the swimming pool.
I think Kebab has some damage. Yep, wing damage. Yep. Right wing damage for Kebab.
That's
hitting.
Oh no! There's a massive collision. I'm shouting again, but I have to for this one. 3 cars, well, more like 5 cars. It's a virtual safety car, and well, Noel has put it in the wall, and T.Ez, Leglaf, and XTXP, and Danny, I think as well, all went into him, so they all have wing damage.
It's going to be chaos.
Yeah, Danny's got damage. Let's have a look at Leglaf. He's got damage. XTXP has damage. And
chaos in the pit.
McLaren has somehow got out of that collision without any damage. Wow, that was a massive crash. Sorry, I'm shouting so loud, but it was we rarely see these crashes. Why are people overtaking on the safety car? We'll find out. Oh, their safety car has ended now, the virtual safety car, yeah, sorry.
Ah, right, gotcha.
And,
so it must be their Delta. I mean, like,
Danny.
they have not much to lose, so they might just, like, run to the pit lane, kind of thing. Oh, this is my favorite part. I love the pit lane. I love analyzing tires and whatnot as the Williams of Danny. I think that's his race done,
Yeah, it has to be.
It has to be. That is so unfortunate.
And
he was
Nico doesn't pit. No, he doesn't have damage. Okay, so
yeah, he's all right. The McLaren of T.
But Ace Boy has got past Shaka actually, and has already built a 3.3 second gap. So maybe there might be a challenger for the win.
Shaka, I think with all the chaos that's gone behind, he might just be in top 5.
I think he's doing quite well, yeah.
Yeah, doing quite well, Like, especially P3 at Monaco, worn tires. They've got 13 laps to go. It's gonna be a hell of a thing. Noel switches onto the soft tires. This is one of the advantages, though, with people who pit now. They're pitting onto the softs, which means that they're gonna go faster. But the fastness, I guess the speed, may put them into the wall, so you don't exactly know what's going to happen.
Sorry, Terra. It just proves that I'm not actually watching the race. Yeah, I apparently cut away during an overtake. I didn't even realise.
Well,
it's a big queue behind Leglaf at the moment.
Indeed it is. I mean, I'm looking at everyone's cameras and they look pretty spread out at the moment. Crystal.
Safety car? For what? Kebab's retired. You've suddenly gone very quiet.
Oh, have I?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello? That's better.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Let me turn my game sound down so you can hear you a bit. It might just be on my end because it does a little bug sometimes.
Yeah. Alright, is this better?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
So another safety car.
Oh boy. Chad's pitting.
I want to go to bed tonight.
I need to go to dinner tonight as well. Now, this
Who's going to pit? Do you think Shaka should pit? Where will he come out? He'll come out P8. Yeah. Most probably.
P9, maybe?
Yeah.
Makes it very fast.
But he's not going to come outside the top 10, so I think...
Here's the thing. He didn't pit last time.
No, he's staying out again.
He's staying out, yeah.
So he's been given all the opportunities. He's definitely committing to this strategy.
Yeah, no. Because the thing is, the safety car is going to give him a couple of free laps, right?
Yeah.
So he could use that. It's, what, maybe lap 30 would be it, and he has to put 9 laps on the mediums at the moment, which is a lot better than Talid's 24 laps on the hards. The thing is, it's hard versus medium, so you know you don't exactly know what's gonna happen per se in terms of that. But we'll see what happens. Jamie and Belijic and not Belijic, Philo actually pit softs and mediums. We got to the softer part of the Grand Prix. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. We have everyone bunched up. You know, that's gonna be interesting to see. You know, the restart is gonna be a lot of fun because you will see like people overtaking the crystals. Has kept it clean throughout the entire race, no penalties whatsoever. That's another thing we should talk about, penalties, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people have 3-second penalty, 3-second, 5-second, you know, track limits, warnings, things like that, right? It's gonna be extremely interesting, you know, to do, and definitely I would love to see it.
Yeah, especially when everyone crosses the line, it's going to be very interesting to see who finishes where. I'm just going to pop off for just 1 minute. I've got to go and do something, but I'll be back before the race restarts.
Alright. Well, I guess I'm your sole commentator right now. We're looking at the safety car. I've never actually been put into a position of sole commentating. Well, especially for F1. But I hope you guys are doing well in chat, you know, looking at the stream at the one. We have another safety car at the moment. It's been our 4th or 5th, must have been at this point. And, you know, I think the field's gonna get bunched up together and we're gonna see a lot of drama happening. Shaka is the main case because we know that Crystals and Ace Boy are gonna have a battle, but Shaka defending against Tild. That's the main thing. His tires are worn. He's given opportunity to, you know, I guess go again and again and again. But you know, I guess he has not taken it as the safety car is in this lap. We have 10 laps of racing here at Monaco. Let's go on. I don't exactly control the camera because that's Joel's duty to do that.
Hello,
But
I'm back.
we have Crystals. Joel back. How's it going, man?
Good. Are we starting this lap, are we? Yeah, I'm back right in time.
Safety car is in this lap. We have Crystals already building up a half a second lead. Oh, as Ace Boy is munching that gap. I say thank you. I'll take it very much. As Danny goes in the just overtakes Nico at the moment. Will he win this race? Could be a Monaco miracle, but we never know. We have Crystal's obviously building a gap. He's in another race of his own. Shaka is being relentlessly attacked by Tild at the moment. It'll be very interesting because if he makes one mistake, one small mistake, then he's out of not only points contention, but podium contention and just general, like, I think his race will be over. He's got to manage those tires.
Oh, sorry. There's. Oh no, Daddy. That is. Sorry, he just went for a move on the McLaren, and he got all tangled up on the throttle trying to get the position. He's half span really, and well, he's managed to save that, but yeah, that wasn't ideal.
I mean,
sorry.
No spin is ideal in Monaco. No crash is ideal in Monaco, unless it's, you know, the other racers, I guess.
Ooh, Brzeliuk up the inside of Nico, done that pretty easily actually, very late braking from him, and he keeps the position, although, well, Nico's teammate Jamie is right behind him.
Does you want to get into the points? That is the main thing, you know.
Yeah, it's teammate versus teammate for points. He's going to send it. He's going to absolutely send it, and he's well, he's pushed his teammate wide there.
At Danny, battling the McLaren, battling the Renault, battling the other McLaren. Shaka is in a league of his own, with Till trying to defend and Shaka trying to, run as far away as possible at this point. He's not going to attack for, second and first, and he already knows that. But
yeah, good point made in chat by Terra that Danny is looking quite impatient to get these moves done. Probably frustration, and that's Leglaf. He's I think he's lifted off in swimming pool, so he's lost quite a few positions there. Oh, and he's tapped the wall on the exit, and well, he nearly span as well as
yep, that's front
in the pits.
Right damage, and he's pitting with 7 laps to go at this point. Pitting for the medium compound tires with a 5-second penalty. He's left the session. He's retired.
Yeah.
I think just out of frustration, I think he's just gonna let his AI drive for him at this point, or just retire in the box, which is pretty respectful to do.
Oh, Danny, no, don't do this, Danny. Not now. This is not the time.
Oh, Belugiuk, he goes into the wall.
Oh no! Bejeliuk, he's literally outbraked himself, gone straight into the back of Jammy.
Oh no.
And I think he's going to be overtaken by Chad here. Because he can't even make the corner for the tunnel flat.
An interesting race. I can't imagine what Crystals is feeling right now. He's like, these idiots, in the back. All he's got to do is bring the car back home. He's got, what, 6 laps left? Only person I'm really worried for is Shaka. Shaka's driving an excellent race. He's been really smart. There's been a huge pileup. Went to the first corner, and it's a yellow flag.
Yeah,
spun out.
That's Philip Titus, who just went straight into the back of Bejeliuk.
Has a puncture. He's a puncture, and he's pitting for the medium.
Oh, we got an overtake here. Is that Jammy tried to get on the inside of Danny going into Casino Square.
Oh my god.
Who's
Jammy
this?
Spun out. Oh my god, you just cut away from it.
He's retired.
Oh no.
Oh no! That is such a massive crash. Look on stream. Oh my word. That has to be well, we've reached the limit for safety cars. It won't be a safety car, but oh my goodness me. That crash. That is so funny. It was like 2 cars just flipped in the air. Because Jammy was stationary. He didn't ghost. And, well, Philip Titus just went straight into him at full speed.
Boy, that is... I mean, Monaco's been such a dramatic race. I think everyone's going to finish in the points because there are 10 finishers at this point.
Oh, and Danny, very nice exit there. This is certainly not impatient. Unless he tries to force the move, and he's going to try and go around the outside. He backs out. It's a good decision to back out. But he probably thinks he's just frustrated, really. He's been... He's been...
Contention.
Yeah.
Sorry, we keep interrupting each other.
No, it's fine, it's fine. It's what happens with new commentators. He's going to go down the inside now, looking in his left mirror, and he gets that done only because the McLaren was respectful and gave him the space and backed out. You have to have both drivers knowing when to give up at Monaco, otherwise you're going to collide.
All the time will have to be all the time. Oh, that's the X66TP. He's spun, not really spun. He's lost the car, and
He loses it in the tunnel.
Yeah, he's got a puncture as well, I think.
And who's that? That's Tild as well.
Yep.
He's binned it. Well. Shaka is looking good for this P3, although it is Danny behind him now.
That is
4 laps, 3.3 seconds. This is going to be very close.
The soft and the medium compound as well. That's the main thing,
Yes.
Yeah, because the thing is, Danny could keep it consistent. Shaka doesn't really have much life left.
Oh no, Chad going up the inside of T.Ez. He gets the move done, but it was a bit dirty, I think. Just trying to force his way through, and now Nico trying to force his way through on the McLaren. Doesn't quite get there, but he's going to look at the inside. That's a very opportunistic move. He gets squeezed out there, and now, well, Knowles alongside him. And this is a great battle in the midfield. He goes wide. Nico sticks his
Ooh,
nose in still, and he's
definitely some wing damage.
Yeah,
at
and
least a
there's
couple.
damage on the right end plate of Noel, and well, Nico lost out in all that, trying to be opportunistic, but he's lost 2 positions.
You know, he just drove a brilliant race. Crystal, honestly, kept it clean. Just been really smart with his thing. Danny is closing really fast on Shaka though. If you
Yeah.
look, yeah, that's gonna go on till the last lap. I guarantee it. He's gonna have a bun on my tires are gone moment. Easily. Shaka has fought well and hard for this P3, starting at what 12th was it, and ending up in
Yeah.
P3 is no small feat here at Monaco. You know, especially for the tire wear that is going for. That is the main thing that we're looking at the moment. That's the main battle. You know, Crystal is in a race of his own. And we got Ace Boy, you know, who is about 10-second gap, and you've got Shaka and Danny, who are just right up the wing of each other.
Looks like the midfield drivers are calming down a bit now, that group, with the McLaren,
Yeah.
the T.Ez, Noel and Nico. So Danny's right on the back of Shaka. He's going to stay back for now. We know he's got 3 laps to get the move done, so he doesn't want to risk a well, he's going to go for it now. He's got a better exit, and I'm afraid Shaka is going to have to back out, and that will be the podium for Danny if he can pull away and get the gap, because I don't think Shaka has any penalties, unless someone else ahead of him is going to crash. He's still there for the podium. His only worry now is Chad behind. He'll want to stay in the top 5.
You know, here's the thing. Danny has a penalty. Danny has a penalty. So, if Shaka keeps within 3 seconds... No, wait, let me just check.
It's
Shaka.
already 2 seconds, the gap.
Danny boy.
And that's the McLaren. Tild has retired. Thankfully, we won't see any more safety cars on this stage of the race.
If Shaka keeps within 3 seconds of Danny, he's got that podium position.
The gap's already 3.1 now. So, it's...
Well, oh, I feel so bad for Shaka.
Yeah, he's got the... He can drive very well. He knows what to do. He's experienced. But at some places, he just doesn't really have the pace to keep up. Obviously, he's on 29 lap old mediums. That explains a lot. As Nico's trying to go around the outside here of the McLaren. I was saying the midfield are being a bit more patient. They were for a minute, but seems like they've just realised there's 2 laps to go, and they're going hell for leather through the middle sector. Whoa! And that's the McLaren has got his line all wrong, and Nico just slides it up the inside. XTXP looking to make a move, even though he has damage.
As what? Yeah, front wing damage must be?
Yeah, front right. Front... Oh wait, no he doesn't. It's just me being unobservant. Now we have 11 people left in the race, so your prediction of 10 people finishing might actually be very accurate.
Could have someone in the top people, like, I guess within the...
Oh no, well now he has wing damage. I said he didn't have before, but he definitely has now, XTXP. He's got the position, but he's rammed into the back of the McLaren. I'm expecting the report channel for Tier 4 to be absolutely full after this race. Everyone...
Indeed.
And oh my word, what is XTXP doing? He literally just shunted into the wall when there was no one near him. So it's probably because of the understeer of the wing damage, but my goodness. If he pits now, he's going to come out P10, so I'd rather do that than risk not finishing. Oh! The McLaren's man! I shouldn't be laughing, sorry, but it's just so many incidents in this race, it's hard to take them seriously anymore.
Oh, they span again? Really? Wow. Well, we are on the final lap, and I guess we're going to go on board with Crystals at the moment. He's driven a brilliant race, has been leading from start to finish, but has been a leader. At one point in the race, he wasn't a contender for the win, but He's taken pole. He's led majority of laps in the race, and he rounds the final corners at the moment. And all he's got to do is bring the car home. And that is Crystals in the Ferrari. I thought I'd never say this year, at least in real F1. That is the Ferrari winning at Monaco, baby.
Yeah,
And that
well,
is a
they say
wonderful race.
Monaco is the jewel in their calendar, and Crystals is the jewel in the race today. He wins in Monaco. Monte Carlo has blessed him with a fantastic drive. 19
Ace
laps
Boy
on those medium
in
tyres.
second.
Ace Boy P2. Danny
Third
P3
is
after a
Danny.
fantastic
Very
race. Could have been a lot more, but mistakes cost him at crucial times. But stellar pace from Danny and wonderful overtakes. Shaka will get P4. He's defended from Chad, and he doesn't have any penalties. So this is going to be a wonderful race for him. He weaves across the line, and Chad will finish off the top 5. A wonderful race at Monaco.
6 for Chad. Oh, Nico gets boosted up into P5.
Oh yeah, so no penalties for Nico.
Penalties. Yep.
And well, you've got the McLaren and the Renault here going almost side by side across the line, but they're going to stay in the same order unless the penalties have anything to do with it, and they do.
And we have Blizzuk there, and we have
Well, the two Mercedes are fighting for the last place. Well, I think Blizzuk, because Leglaf has actually just connected, hasn't he? So
oh yeah, yeah.
That'll be the final positions, and that's your race. Monaco. Yeah. Always a fun race to watch. It gets a bit annoying and sad to see people spinning so often towards the end, but a lot of entertainment for people. Why, if Tipsy's in chat, why is Kitsune not watching this race? Because we know she likes some yeetage and crashes, but it's David Tonitza who lifts the trophy in a Ferrari. Wonderful from Crystals.
Wonderful. Ferrari, Renault, and Williams, probably the 3 most successful teams in F1, have gone on the podium. Wonderful to see.
Wonderful.
And that'll be the race, everybody. I hope you enjoyed commentating. It was a pleasure working with you, Joel.
Well, if you want to go, you can. We're just gonna have some interviews actually with the drivers.
Yeah,
if you want to stay with
out.
that. Okay, sure. Yeah. Thanks for commentating. It's been a brilliant debut, and I'm sure you'll probably get a regular commentary spot anytime soon. You've been wonderful,
hopefully
so thank you. I've enjoyed it.
It's been a pleasure working with you. Thanks for everyone. Thanks for your hospitality, chat. And until next time, I will see you later. It's been Shiv.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
So if you are staying for the interviews, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get a few people in. Who do you want in first? Let's see who's in the gentleman's lounge. And I'll have a look here. Yeah, anyone who wants an interview with the drivers listening, come into the gentleman's lounge. If you're in the Corona Club, I won't drag you in. Just come into the gentleman's lounge if you want an interview, so I know that I won't drag you in mid-conversation. Although I've been told to drag Shaka in, so let's do that. Let's drag Shaka in. Mr. Shaka, hello, how are you, sir? It's a wonderful race. You're on stream. Just missing out on the podium there. You know, Danny had stellar pace. It was probably a good move to let him go and not risk DNFing. But yeah, a wonderful race. P4. And thankfully, I think Chad had a collision on his own at the end there, getting him wing damage. So it saved you from being dropped out the top 4. How was the race for you?
Yeah, no, it was pretty cool. A lot of incidents though. So yeah, that was the strategy. Just go slow and steady, you know, get no damage, don't get involved in long fights or anything like that. Obviously I just didn't have the pace to keep up with the front runners, you know. So when I saw Danny behind, I'm like, okay, no, this is pointless. So was trying to keep the gap because I knew they had penalties, but it was also just not possible for me.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a good race. Is that your best finish so far in the season?
Yeah, definitely. I never got a podium.
That's nice. That's good.
That was nice. Yeah, I had a big crew team.
Yeah.
Awesome team. They did the whole thing basically. I was just following instructions.
It's always nice to not take the blame.
Yeah, no, it was pretty cool race. Thanks.
What's up next? I think it's is it Canada?
Canada, yeah.
How do you feel about that track?
Well, if I don't crash, should be okay. I like the track. I like the track, and I'm, let's say, not terrible. Monaco, I think, is my worst track, so everything is better than this.
Yeah, well, this should do very well at your worst track. Then give you confidence going forward. Try and keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that was just luck, man, just luck.
Yeah, and I saw you. Did you get any damage during the race at all?
Yeah, actually, first lap, turn 1, I got pushed from the back and bumped into my teammate, lost an nameplate there, but I just ignored it. I mean, the difference is not that big, in my opinion. I struggled anyways with a full wing, so I just kept going.
Yeah. So it's always wise to practice around Monaco with no wing before the race.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, Shaka. I'll drag you back into Corona Club, and hopefully we'll see you next week in Canada.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks. Bye.
So I think we're going to bring in Ace Boy now if he wants an interview. So let's bring him in. Ace Boy, hello. How are you?
Hello. Well,
Good.
very glad with the race.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a good position for you. Where did you finish in the end? I think it was
P2.
P2, yeah. So fending off Danny at the end there with a safety car. You're probably a bit nervous with his pace. Like when the safety car came out, probably likely to overtake you, but some good pace from you as well. You sort of matched him and made the gap when it counted.
Yeah, I was in the beginning. I was worried. I just thought I'll just stick to P4. Then the safety car came out. Jamie had to change his front wing, which was very unfortunate, but fortunate for me. And then Danny did something wrong with the strat and ended up in the back at P10 or something, which was very lucky. Then I only had to race Shaka and Crystals. I could not match Crystals' pace. He was just on another level. And Shaka, I managed to overtake him just on the outside of a corner, and then all of a sudden the virtual safety car popped up, which kind of saved the race a bit. But yeah, overall very pleased. I'll take it as a win, to be honest.
Moral of the story is really just to keep it clean from this race. There's so many incidents, and
yeah,
even if you have just one incident, you're probably still going to be in the points because there's so many people who've pitted like 5 times with damage. You've got to be careful around here, and we're saying in commentary it's important to take your chances when you get them around here, but also if you think it's going to end in damage, then don't go for it. And you did that very well today. You picked your moments right and built the gap and defended when you need to. So very well done for your P2.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Shall I drag you back into the gentleman's lounge? I think.
All right.
We'll bring Danny in now. Thank you for joining us, Ace Boy. Will you be joining us next week for Canada?
Normally I would. I'm trying to hope and keep the championship fight going, as I think I'm matching or just ahead or just behind, with a few points behind, definitely bot.
Yes.
Which is good for the championship. So.
Yeah, and of course you've definitely closed that gap today.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Well done. I think we're going to bring in Danny. So let's bring him in now. Hello, Danny.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you? Well, it's a good race from you, really. Well, you might be a bit disappointed considering the damage you got and some of the strategy calls you made probably because of the wing damage didn't help you. You probably could have gone for the win, you were thinking. What were you thinking during the race when you got damage? What were your expectations from it?
From the first safety car, I wasn't expecting to get top 5. I pitted the lap after the safety car originally came out when I could have pitted when it originally came out, and I lost it to Crystals then. And then Second safety car helped me because I had front wing damage. Third safety car again helped me because I got caught up in a crash out at the exit of turn 1 between the 2 Mercedes and an Alpha Tauri. But yeah, I'm surprised at P3, really.
Well, I'd say you probably the fastest car in the race, and you made some brilliant moves. Very clean as well.
Yeah, I'm
So
trademarking that turn before the hairpin as my own moves. I
yeah,
always
as
go for that.
noticed you did a lot of moves into Mirabeau. So yeah, you picked your chances. When you got them, you took them, and you made it clean. So that's what you need around Monaco, really, and the
Yeah.
consistency of pace, which you definitely have. I think you
And
were
then you-
probably faster than the leader today, but things didn't really go your way with strategies, did they?
Yeah, not really.
No. So do you think you can? You're a full-time seat, correct?
Yeah, well, it's my first proper race.
Yeah. So do you think
in
maybe
F1.
you might be able to challenge for the championship, or is that out of your mind at the moment?
Kind of depends on if I can catch up to the
Yeah,
leaders.
of course, because you just started, and obviously 102 points are definitely bot at the moment, so it's going to be a big task. But with your skill of racing and the overtakes, I'm sure you can definitely do it. I mean, Tier 2, Satoshi last season only came in the 8th round, I think, for France, and still won the championship from there. So it's definitely possible.
Sounds possible.
Yeah, and thank you for joining us. I think that's going to be it for tonight, guys. Thanks for watching the stream. Tune in tomorrow. It'll be Tier 3. I believe Wimpy and Nikolaitis will be with you tomorrow evening. Same time, 7 CEST. And until then, guys, make sure to tune in for the rest of the week's racing. And I'll see you next time, next week maybe. It might not be me. We'll see. It's usually Inferno, but he had to do something today. So I'll see you another time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.